Or young men, they should really take seriously.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, the risk of developing cancer, of course, it goes up as you get older, but more and more younger people are being diagnosed with the disease. And there's one particular cancer in particular that is most often found among young men. It's actually estimated that 1 in 250 young men will develop testicular cancer in their lifetime. So we're looking at this today. For the most part, it affects young and middle-aged men. Now, the average age of that first diagnosis is around 33 years old, but about 6% of cases happen in children and teens. The cause of that is still unknown. But experts say early detection of disease, of course, any cancer is always important. You want to look out for symptoms, things like lumps or swelling.
These guys are usually healthy. And so I think what the message should be is if you see something, say something. If something's abnormal, let somebody know.
Now, the American Cancer Society says for the past several decades, more men are being diagnosed with testicular cancer in the U.S. and many other countries than before. But the good news is there is effective treatment. So if it's caught early, they can do something about it.
It's always the good news. All right, Maria, thanks so much. All right, we're back after this break.
Welcome back, everybody. So Creighton has a tall task tonight with Kansas, but the fans also are going to have something to deal with as well.
You're going to be walking into this one, and it's going to be cold and windy already. Take the coat with you. I know some people skip it just because it's a lot to hang on to, kind of cram it in the seat, but after the game, the wind will just keep driving that temperature down. We should be in the upper teens, and wind chills will be in the single digits as you're walking from a CHI to your car after this one. It's a 7:30 tip. So by the end of the game, we're talking close to 9:30, maybe 10 o'clock by the time you're walking out. So keep that in mind. It's all because of this wind. Look at the gusts. After 10 o'clock, 30 to 35. Then we get up near 40 this afternoon. Could go 40 to 45 later on this evening. It will be howling out there. As new model data comes in, it continues to show us the same thing. It's going to be windy. Right now, we have temperatures in the 30s. And the temperature change compared to yesterday is about 10 to 20 degrees warmer now than it was at the same time yesterday. So that's good news. At least you get a warmer morning and overall a warmer day out of this thing. But here's the wind. It hasn't quite picked up yet, but let me take you through how I see this kind of break it down during the day. We're going to take it to 47 for the afternoon high today. I say afternoon, it's early in the afternoon, probably right around lunch, and then the numbers fall off. Small chance of a sprinkle. And look at how quickly it drops between when you get home from work and when you maybe head to that game downtown. Numbers will just be dropping off drastically, and it's because of this wind. Now, parents, factor this in for the kids as they have recess today. It'll be warmer, yes, but the wind will have something to say about it. We're likely gusting near 20 miles per hour by 9 o'clock. We head towards noon, and we're looking at numbers that should be gusting 30 to 35 pretty easily, maybe a few 40s on the map. Then into the afternoon, you see more of the same here by 3 o'clock. Still, gusts 35 plus. Same story deep into the afternoon hours, and then eventually into the evening. Notice by 7:30, we're gusting near 40 miles per hour. These streamlines will just keep racing in from the north and northwest. By 11, you're talking mid-30s. And then overnight tonight, still some wind, enough that by early tomorrow morning, we'll have gusts 25 to 30 miles per hour. Thank goodness, though, as the day goes along tomorrow, these will back off because the coldest day we have here for the rest of the week is going to line up on Thursday. We don't need any more wind to go with it, and that will relax as the day goes along. But look at where wind chills will be near zero, if not below by a few degrees to start off the day tomorrow, because we'll be down near 10 for the morning low, 23 on Thursday. You can see every other day looks great.
Yeah,
but
sure
stuff
does.
the truck day where we have us out there. Yeah. It's just how it goes. Sometimes that's how Mother Nature does things.
You know, maybe the cold will just bring us together, and I don't know.
Bring the community together.
I'm trying to be optimistic about this. Festive, there you go.
There you go.
All right, even beyond the weekend, any more potential dips like what we're seeing tomorrow in the temperatures?
Nothing looks that bad as of right now. That may be the coldest number we have for a little while. And I still keep tracking this system early next week to see if it tries to do anything for us with a little rain, maybe a little snow. As of right now, it doesn't look like it. This is Sunday. And you can see models trying to come together with a little rain late Sunday down to our southeast. Not much for us. You can see it's trying. It just doesn't fill in, and nothing really organizes too much, I think, until it's a little farther east of us Monday, and then into Tuesday becomes a bigger snow. So watch for that if you got to fly east early next week towards Chicago, Cleveland, Detroit, anywhere headed towards the East Coast. I think that system may have a little something to say about it. But as of right now, it does not look like it's going to have any huge impacts for our area. Again, still a few days away. We'll watch it and see if anything changes in the short term.
Okay.
We'll be fine without it. Yeah,
I'll keep it out of here if I can.
All right, not fine on Blair High Road due to that crash.
You know, it was looking better.
It was.
And then it wasn't.
No, okay.
And so if you're heading around 90th and Blair High, this is what it looks like now. And we're back into oranges. We've now got some slow travel as you're heading southbound onto 90th. So watch this area. This is where we're seeing some of our bigger slowdowns in the metro at this point in the morning. Still some lingering issues as a result of that. Thankfully, our other crashes are remaining in good shape and cleared at this point. And most of the metro is moving along in a similar fashion to what you're seeing here on 480 as you're making your way around the Leavenworth area. Things look pretty good as we start off our day. A couple construction projects, though, that are going to slow you down. We're already seeing some signs of that. This is one with a lot of projects lately. 72nd and 84th on Center in that stretch. You're looking at varying lane restrictions, and eastbound looks like it's struggling this morning dealing with that. The good news is this is a shorter term one than some of them that we have had on Center. This lasts through Friday. Further to the east on Center, between 40th and 44th, you've got one lane travel in both directions, and that is going to be in place for the next 2 weeks. You've got some slow travel as you're heading eastbound into that area right now. Yesterday, as we continued to pick up the commute, we saw both directions get impacted by this, so be prepared for that as you start off your morning. Elsewhere, though, moving on pretty well on many of our roads. Some of that normal JFK slowing as you're heading toward I-80 starting to show up. We'll keep an eye on that, but a lot of just our busy intersections seeing some of those slowdowns. Aside from that 90th and Blair High, we'll keep an eye on that and keep you updated with any updates.
All right, Jared, thank you. Well, the father of a teen involved in a homicide at a gas station learned his fate in court.
Mario Amaya Castillo will serve 2 years probation. Castillo was charged with 2 misdemeanors, tampering and obstruction. And back in January, police found 3 people shot at the Casey's at 72nd and Grover. One of them died. Castillo's son, Delvin Amaya, was sentenced to 80 to 100 years for that shooting. Well, the water main break in the Capital District could present a challenge for fans heading to the big Creighton game tonight.
That's right. That break happened at 11th and Capitol Avenue. Omaha police tell us one lane is open in both directions. Remember, though, Capitol Avenue is already closed east of 10th due to construction. Omaha police suggest if you're going to the game, use Cumming Street and park in Lot D. Well, we all have our favorite music artists, but Billboard magazine is officially crowning their #1.
Yeah, who the greatest pop star of the 21st century is when we come back.
Well, as we touched on earlier, it's a big night for Creighton basketball. The Jays will take on the #1 Kansas Jayhawks at home. Head coach Greg McDermott had no update on Kalkbrenner after the Star Center missed Saturday's game against Notre Dame due to an injury. If you are planning to go tonight, it is a stripe-out game, so wear blue or white depending on your section. And as we mentioned, Capitol Avenue will be closed, so plan some extra time. Tip-off is at 7:30 tonight. Well, Beyonce has been named the greatest pop star of the 21st century by Billboard magazine.
Billboard writers say they gave her the #1 spot for her 25 years of influence, impact, and evolution. She has won a record 32 Grammys, the most of any artist ever. In addition, 8 of her albums have reached the #1 spot on the Billboard 200 chart. Taylor Swift coming in second, Rihanna was third. Now, this makes sense to me. I did see a lot of people arguing online.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people were following this pretty closely.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. Okay.
I don't know. Haters of certain artists, I don't know.
Haters gonna hate, but I like the fact that the top 3 are the ladies.
Let me help you out. 4 of the top 5 were ladies.
Yeah, I
Who,
think so.
okay, who was 5th?
Lady Gaga, I think.
Oh,
Yes.
Lady Gaga was in the list.
And Drake was 4th.
Okay, see, that's all
I
right by me.
mean, like, yeah, I think
It makes sense.
I don't know.
She has some Earth hardware, 36 Grammys, right?
Yeah.
Ladies are
All right.
doing something right.
All right.
There you go.
Enough said. All right, thanks for joining us, everybody. We're going to get ready for our update in today's show. You can watch here or you can watch on the air, whatever you choose.
That's right. Have a great start to your Wednesday.
Live from WOWT, First Alert 6 starts with breaking news.
All right, breaking this morning, you're taking a live look at what appears to be some kind of fire at the Sapp Brothers in Carter Lake. It appears some type of oil tan may be on fire, or tank.
That's right. Our reporter Maria Cade is heading out there right now. We will let you know what she learns as soon as possible.
All right, good morning, everybody. It is 7:26. I'm Cerise Cole.
And I'm Erin Hartley. Let's get an update on traffic this morning with Jarrett Lansford.
Still looking at some lingering issues as you're making your way along Blair High toward 90th. Had a prior crash in this area, and you can see how things still struggling as you make your way toward that intersection. So watch for delays as a result of that. Not too far away, you're heading eastbound on Blair High near 680. You've got some delays that are in place there too, though mostly we're moving along in decent shape. We're seeing some of our usual areas flare up. JFK northbound near I-80, Dodge eastbound right around 156 or so. So watch for those and watch for any kind of delays associated with that crash there near 90th and Blair High. Rusty.
All right, thanks, Jarrett. Let's talk about the temperatures. They're in the 30s right now, a far cry from where they were yesterday, well above the teens that we had, but the northwest wind is starting to kick in. It's 5 to 15 right now. It will pick up quickly over the next 2 hours. And by 10 o'clock, we'll gust to near 30 miles per hour, likely hit 40 sometime this afternoon, and could go over 40 with those northwest wind gusts tonight after the sun sets. So it is going to be blustery all day long, and that'll allow us to warm to about 47 for the high by noon before the colder air starts to spill in. Notice by 6 o'clock, we're down in the mid 30s across the area, so it is going to cool off very quickly tonight. Aaron?
Well, one person is in the hospital, another in custody after this shooting. This happened around 2:45 this morning near 114th and Elm. Police say one person was in critical condition after suffering a gunshot wound to the chest. Now, OPD says this may have started as a fight between two brothers. This investigation is ongoing.
It is 7:28. We're back with another update for you in 25 minutes. We'll see you then.